I'm right here, and once again you're with me on my Jerome Wright channel. Okay, in this video I'm going to be discussing some things about this wardrobe here with Beyonce, and about something that is deep and dark about Beyonce with regards to Michael Jackson. Now keep in mind that Beyonce is going to be the third celebrity woman that I've actually linked to Michael Jackson in a cauldron cocktail like way where there's been gene manipulation. The first being Lady Gaga, the second being oh gosh, I can't even think of her name right now. It is escaping me. Madonna. Madonna, not LaDonna, Madonna. Okay, and now here we have Beyonce. All right, now what is going on with these links? I gotta bring these other images over here. I got a bunch of images here with Beyonce. Let me get this information over here. Oh, here's even some more over here. I want to make sure that I get everything together here. So what is happening? Basically, when I saw this image of Beyonce, I knew what this was that she's wearing across her breast area here. It almost reminds you of a championship wrestling belt. That's what it reminds you of. But no, it's not that. This is an indication of an ancient symbolization regarding the ceremonial, the Indian ceremonial elephant. When I saw this, I knew exactly what this was and what this was implying. I knew that this was a link to Michael Jackson because I knew that across her body there, that was something that I had already previously worked on with Michael Jackson. On Michael Jackson's Dangerous album cover, it is showing you Michael behind the mask. That mask is encoded to be, as you can see up here in the top of each corner, the ceremonial elephants, which would be wearing that ceremonial wardrobe, so to speak, around their heads. And this is what this actually is, based on my understanding of what Michael Jackson is stating through that image. And this is what she has there, Beyonce has. Now, giving that in mind, I can't go into much detail because I have only 15 minutes, people. So you can, I might be able to squeeze some in writing. So, given that, all I have to do is look at this, look at the blue behind there, and then look at all of this, the queen's crown, all of that, and it's everything is being implied with the same thing with Michael Jackson, with the monkey with the crown on, the queen being implied here, the blue here that the elephant is balancing on the standing on is right here. This blue behind Beyonce in the image. The animals skin felts that is represented in the animals that Michael Jackson has in the cluster here, and on top of that, there's something else that I want to include in that. Beyonce has in the center of the jewel down there, she has Jay-Z. Where is he at? Jay-Z is in the center. Do I have this up right? Yes. Jay-Z is in the center of that, representing the bloodstone. You see that? All representing genes. Now, in Michael Jackson's scenario, the monkey is inside and showing you wearing the king's crown. You see, all of this, what is going on here is an implication. Here's a close-up of that as well, two people, of Jay-Z and that jewel right there. All of this is implying genetic bridging with that of Michael Jackson. So now, given that scenario, oh, by the way, people, Jay-Z is online as stating that Beyonce is the second coming of Michael Jackson. Now, you can Google that. Jay-Z is stating that Beyonce is the second coming of Michael Jackson. He doesn't mean musically or lyrically. You know what he is, or not through the rise of success. You know what he is stating? That genetically, this cauldron, this cocktail of genes that are being created, he is discussing that Beyonce has been exposed to that gene manipulation that Michael Jackson underwent, and therefore Jay-Z, through his knowledge of it all, is stating that Beyonce is the second coming of Michael Jackson. Now, given that, all I had to do now is make a connection with Beyonce to Michael Jackson. And lo and behold, images start popping up. This is at a music awards, and Beyonce and Michael Jackson kissed on stage. Reminds me of the ones with Michael Jackson and Lisa Presley. You see this? This posturing between Michael and celebrity women are showing you, this kiss is implying that Michael Jackson is cross-referenced with the individuals that he are appearing publicly in this way with. Look at this, people. This is a posturing and Michael Jackson's way of saying that we are cross-referenced. Here's Michael Jackson playfully whispering in her ear. Beyonce's ear. Here's Beyonce. I was running out of ink, but here's Beyonce kissing Michael Jackson on the cheek. Several exchanges of kissing. And here's, again, I was running out of ink, where Michael Jackson is turned into Beyonce and they're kissing in an intimate way. Now, since Michael Jackson's passing, Beyonce has appeared the same way that Lady Gaga has and the same way that Madonna has, as implying that Michael Jackson is in me. This is Beyonce appearing in Michael Jackson's signature moves. People, you have to pay attention to what is actually happening here. Here she is again, implying that genetically she's carrying Michael. Look at my other videos that I have here with Lady Gaga and also with Madonna on how I made that connection. Now, when you start surfing the fact that Beyonce has this uncanny connection with Michael Jackson, it seems that other people have made similar suggestions of it online, because then you start finding things about king and queen. And there's Michael Jackson as king, and then there's Beyonce as queen. You know, what is also more strange about this, here's another image of that, of them being king and queen. You see that? What's amazing about this is that ancient rooted royalty, kingships and queenships, have nothing to do with music. They're royal figures. But yet this is turned into something with music. It's my position that these figures, Michael Jackson was cross-referenced with ancient royal bloodlines. So therefore, naturally, Beyonce's involvement with Michael Jackson's had now cross-referenced her with those royal bloodlines, and she is now self-proclaiming herself to be, with those in the underlying cult world, as queen. And this is what is going on. But amazingly, when you all in this cult rituals and these people that are deemed to be of this, in this suspecting of this cult world, at the helm of it all is always a reference of royalty or religion. I want to bring you another image of Nicki Minaj when she appeared at her Grammy with a Popo figure. The same implications being made. That Nicki Minaj, she says that she has Roman inside of her. Rome. Ancient rooted bloodlines that evolved. They can be followed back through to Constantine, through each pope, all of this. And this is what this is being described as. This being the semen, look at him as the penis, and this being the blood representing of that of the female. These people are discussing bloodlines that are preserved through ancient rooted religion and ancient rooted royalty, which is behind the cult underworld in our world today. Another thing is, here's that ceremonial elephant. You notice that this here on her chest here, let me come in a little closer. You notice that the ceremonial elephants, you see that on the ceremonial elephant head, the blue around with the blood in the middle? People, the ceremonial elephant is actually linked through my discoveries as a creature that the Indian people utilize to bridge themselves over genetically. And these genes were picked up and actually taken and feathered, and then these people are telling you now that ancient rooted genes that were created or manipulated or bridged over through a civilization of people, they have now picked up on those genes and have made another change. Now, here's that ceremonial elephant again. You see that? Look at that. Now, look at this. My position, people, is that another thing is that Beyonce's and Jay-Z's baby, Blue Ivory, I've actually linked it to an ancient Greek, I'm going to have to sum this up, to an ancient Greek mythology. However, that Blue Ivory can also be equated with that of Michael Jackson, and you start to start looking at this point, if this Blue Ivory thing now, if genetically, because these people know how to take genes from one body and put them into another, if what Beyonce is stating about herself is also with her baby. I'm looking for the Dangerous album cover thing, because in that blue, that elephant standing on that blue ball, which is blue, the tusk on the elephant are in fact ivory. So it's my position that Beyonce could be discussing those genes that had once upon a time been bridged over by the Indian people. And you also see in an ancient religion, those blue balls where you see a saint or a religious figure balancing a blue ball in their hand and holding it up. There are quite a few of those images that you see that in. And here you see that those genes, this elephant has balanced. Michael is stating that all of that past existence, that cauldron, that cocktail, that creation, that witch-like creation of genetics, he's behind the mask of them all. And he's actually showing down here that this is his face. This is an open mouth. These are gorilla's teeth at this point, because he's the monkey. He's crowned the king monkey. And he's showing you that these genes bridged over between white and black, ancient rooted royalty genes. Only royal figures have butlers at their doors, okay? And between black and white, and you see that little boy carrying the dinosaur genes, you see that bridge going into Michael's mouth, stating that genetically, he took in genetics to genetically alter himself. And this is what Beyonce is stating, that she now has what Michael's created. It's just plain that simple. Now you can watch her and make the connection. She has a royal crown on here too. What the hell is, I mean, Beyonce is not no queen. Beyonce is everything but a queen. You cannot equate this with being something with music, because music is not equated with this. This is equated, a crown is equated with ancient rooted religion and ancient rooted royalty. These are the people that are crowned on thrones. This here has turned into a cult, a demonic-like scenario where ancient rooted royalty places their crown on these mules, because Beyonce is a mule. I like to call them fools, because they believe in themselves, that they think that they are fooled, doped into thinking that they are doing this wonderful thing for humanity, and when in fact They are not only destroying themselves, but they're destroying mankind. The only people that is benefiting from this is ancient rooted royalty. I got to stop this video. My name is Jerome Wright. I'm going to stop here and put a little in writing.